everyone, welcome back to Sum's Kitchen, and today Sum's Kitchen is taking you to Anuja's kitchen where she is sharing a very popular traditional dish of Uttarakhand. आज हम लोग पहाड़ की एक बहुत पॉपुलर डिश आपके साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं, शे या साय, और अच्छे ओकेजन्स पे हमारे यहाँ बनती है ये उत्तराखंड में। और दिस इज अ स्वीट डिश, ये चावल के आटे से और सूजी से दोनों से बनती है। तो टू नो how Anuja is preparing, let's go to Anuja's kitchen.
A very good evening to all the viewers and subscribers of Sum's Kitchen. First of all, I'd like to thank Sumanji for giving me this opportunity to share a wonderful recipe from the Kumaon region of Uttarakhand. All of us hailing from this region must be having fond memories of relishing this recipe. So let's start making sheh or sai as we call it. So first let's have a look at all the ingredients that are needed. 1 cup suji or rava, half cup dahi which should not be too sour, it should be fresh, half cup ghee, desi ghee, half cup milk to make the consistency of the batter proper, half cup sugar, and sugar you can adjust according to your taste, and some cut dry fruits. I have taken cashews, pista or pistachios, kishmish, raisins, grated coconut, almonds, and some fennel seeds, saunf. This adds a very nice taste to this particular recipe. So let us start preparing the batter first. We'll take this suji in a bowl. Suji is a very good source of carbohydrates, protein and iron, and it also has natural dietary fibers which help boost our digestive system. And we'll be adding this curd, which is not very sour. I had prepared this curd one night before, so neither is it too fresh nor is it too sour. Curd also is rich in calcium and proteins. It has digestive enzymes. So overall this is a very nutritious diet, and it's also relished by children. It's easily digested by children because kids love the taste of suji, and in India we are too much used to giving suji ka halwa to kids. So this is also a kind of suji ka halwa, but it's prepared by suji and curd. Now after making this thick batter, we'll just set it aside for half an hour so that the curd is thoroughly absorbed by all the granules of suji. So now half an hour is over and this is a thick batter that is formed, and now we'll add some milk to adjust the consistency of this batter. So now you can see that it's neither very thick nor is it of a flowing consistency. This should be the consistency of the batter. So let's start cooking. We'll take this ghee. After the ghee gets a little bit warm, then we'll add this whole batter to the wok. We'll pour the whole batter at once. We'll set it like a pancake. Now after a few minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, when this batter has started leaving the sides of this wok, we'll just flip it over so that it gets cooked from the other side also. It may break, but that hardly matters because we again have to break it. But it should be cooked from both the sides. Now we have been cooking it for the last 4 to 5 minutes, and you can see that it has turned a little bit brownish from beneath. So now we'll break all these into smaller pieces. That is why we have to use this strong ladle. And while you break it, it's at this hour that you have to add sugar, because we want the sugar to caramelize a bit, not a lot, but a bit of it should be caramelized. This gives a very good texture and color. And then after that we have to keep stirring. Now at this point, if you feel that it's a little bit dry, then at this point we can add, we have to just sprinkle some water. We don't have to add water to it, just sprinkle it so that with its vapors it gets cooked. We'll simmer it and cover it for another 3 to 4 minutes. Time to open the wok and just increase the flame to high. See, it has become golden color, golden brown. This usually takes 3 to 4 minutes. And now it's almost done. On a high flame we'll just stir it for some time, and then we'll add all the fennel seeds on that. It's almost done. It's done. Time to plate it. Now we'll garnish it with all these dry fruits, grated coconut, almonds, cashews. All this really adds a lot of nutrition to this dish. and resins. So enjoy making and relishing this lovely Kumauni recipe. Share with your friends and family. You can have it on festivals also. Do write your comments on the comments section, and please like, share and subscribe to Sum's Kitchen. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuja. Thank you for sharing your share recipe with Sum's Kitchen, and it was really very well presented, and the way you explained was really very nice, and I hope in future you will be sharing some more recipes with Sum's Kitchen. And viewers, please like, share and subscribe to Sum's Kitchen, and I'll be sharing some more traditional recipes with Sum's Kitchen. So stay tuned and see you soon.